aluminum steel specimen. So apparatus required for these experiments are universal testing machine, steel and aluminum specimens, these are, then vernier caliper for measuring dimension of these two samples. So this is vernier caliper. It has two scales. This is main scale, which is in mm and in inch also. Then two vernier scales are there. One is in inch, another one is in mm. So least count value is mentioned here, 0.02, 0.001 inch. So this is one vernier scale, this is main scale. So we have to take dimension of these materials. So in case of observation, you have to take length and diameter of these two materials, steel and aluminum. Formula is again same for compressive strain, which is failure load divided by cross section area. So area will be here, this portion. So diameter will be the cross section area portion. So area will be pi by 4 into d square. So to take dimension of this, we are using vernier caliper. So main scale reading is here. We have to take this 0 matching with vernier scale. We are using this one, mm scale. This is mm again. So main scale and vernier scale. So 0 is matching with this 20 and 25. So 25 is main scale reading. Main scale reading is 25. Then vernier scale reading, you have to take one division over here, which is exactly coincide with main scale. So exactly coincide is this third one. So division number is 15. 0 to 1 there is 5 divisions, 5, 10 and 15. So 15 number is vernier scale reading. 15 number. So final dimension. So diameter of this main scale reading plus vernier scale reading multiplied by least count. So least count is here 0.02 mentioned here. So main scale reading is 25, then plus 15 multiplied by 0.02. So final answer will be 25 point something. So 20.3 is the answer. So this is diameter of steel bar, 25.3. Unit mm. Then diameter of this aluminum bar is again it is 25 point something, 25 plus 8 number is exactly coincide, so it is 40. 5 8s are 40. So then for aluminum, this reading is 25 plus 40 multiplied by 0.02. So it is 0.8. So answer is 25.8 mm. So diameter of aluminum is 25.8 mm. With this, you have to take length of this material. So length of this aluminum bar is 4.5 centimeter. Length of this steel material is 4.8 centimeter. This is what required for compression value, to check compression in these two samples. How much it compress, that we have to calculate by observing these two values after it get filled. So this is all about experiment, observation. So we are moving towards actual performance. We have to calculate compressive strength again by using the formula that failure load divided by cross section area. So this one is D for diameter. Diameter value we have already calculated. Steel 25.3, aluminum 25.8. So moving towards actual performance on UTM machine. So steel material is harder than this aluminum material. So by performing this experiment, why we are using steel material in building as a building material? Why we are using this material steel? Why not we are using this aluminum material? The experiment proves that this material is very much ductile material than aluminum material. It bears lots of load than aluminum material. That's why we are using steel material. So for steel material, we are applying maximum load as it is harder than this aluminum material. And in case of aluminum, we are applying load minimum than this steel. So for steel, we are applying 40 total capacity, 40 tons. Okay, we are performing first on this aluminum material. So we have to place this material exactly at the center. We have to make jaws down to the specimen. We have to make initial arrangement of this material. So this is initial arrangement. Your material is fixed here. Now you have to close these two knobs. Machine is set at 20,000 kg. So list count value is now 40 kg per division. Total load will be 20,000 kg. So hydraulic pump is on now. These are the two knobs. This knob is used for open and close this material, and this knob is for controlling the rate of loading over that material. And we have to observe the compression here when the load is applied to the above surface of this material, that is cross section of that material. The material will get compressed like that, so the height will get reduced and diameter will get increased. So loading is the material is getting started. So you can see that material is compressed. So you can see diameter is increased and height is decreased. So diameter was 25.8 mm. Now it is 29.5 and length is only 3 centimeter, which was 4.5 centimeter earlier. So now aluminum specimen. Again placing the sample exactly at the center. Initial setup again. You have to make arrangement like this. You have to increase the load. For steel material, we are applying total load. As the material is harder, again closing these two knobs. Your sample is set at 40 tons. Hydraulic pump on. As the material is hard, the machine is taking or material is taking more load than aluminum material. So these arrows are not going upward. So let's stop here. So let's count was 80 kg per division. 28,000 is here, 30,000 here, 31,000. Then by using this reading list count, we can calculate the number of divisions from here. So 28,000, 30,000. 31,000, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 30,000 plus 11 multiplied by this 80 number. So this will be the final value of failure load here. So releasing the sample again. Now you can see that the length of this material is not compress more, as it is same 4.8 centimeter. Then diameter of this material is again not changed. So very minor changes in case of length and in case of diameter also. So this material is ductile material, more ductile material than aluminum material. That's why we are using for construction purpose steel material, not aluminum material. So for calculation, you have to use this diameter as final diameter of the material. So final diameter here. So final diameter I am adding here. Final D value. So still there is not a change. 25.3 I am considering, no changes. Then in case of aluminum, 25.8 value was there, so 29.5 was the final value for diameter, final diameter, 29.5. So you have to use here final diameter. So failure value for steel material we got Fs, we can say, and F aluminum. Still 20 कितना था एल्यूमिनियम के लिए? तो बढ़ जाओ सर सिंपल मैंने सैंपल कितने में टूटा था एल्यूमिनियम का 12 हो 12 सर हो 12 हो बराबर 12,000 kg. And in case of steel, 12,000 kg for aluminum material, and for steel material it is 28,000 plus 11 divisions we have counted already, multiplied by, let's count 80. So the final figure is 28,880 kg load, that is failure load. Failure load for steel material, failure load for aluminum material. So diameter is final diameter here. You have to put values here. Fs value, Fal value, then cross section area. Diameters are different. So final diameter we have to take 25.3 for steel material, 29.5 for aluminum material. So by putting these values in this formula, compressive strength, so final result will be the compressive strength of steel material is found to be, so this one again square is here, so kg per mm square. This will be the unit again. Again that unit will be converted into Newton per mm square finally as the standard unit for compressive strength value. So the outcome and final result will be compressive strength of steel material is found to be dash Newton per mm square. The compressive strength of aluminum material is found to be again dash in Newton per mm square. So this is all about compressive strength of steel and aluminum specimen. Thank you.